A surveillance operation led to the arrest of suspected fentanyl dealers in Bend. Good evening. The Central Oregon Drug Enforcement Team, or CODE, was tipped off about possible fentanyl trafficking. For weeks, they watched two men and a woman from Bend. They're accused of dealing drugs near the Lighthouse Navigation Center on 2nd and Franklin. On Sunday, CODE officers pulled over their car on US 97 in Terrebonne. They found large amounts of suspected fentanyl in the form of powder and pills. The trio was living at the Rainbow Motel, which offers housing through Shepherd's House Ministries. CODE searched the suspects' apartments, finding more evidence of suspected fentanyl trafficking. In cases like this, Shepherd's House works with law enforcement.
I think it's one of the challenges about working with the community that we do. It's an incredibly vulnerable and marginalized population, and can be an easy target. And anytime we suspect that there are folks trafficking in illicit substances and or other behaviors that are dangerous for our community, we're quick to share that information with local law enforcement.
During the investigation, CODE found the Lighthouse staff prevented the sale of drugs at the shelter several times. Sergeant Vanderkamp, who heads CODE, says he's extremely concerned with the level of intricacy in the distribution network.
The majority of our fentanyl product that we have here in the Pacific Northwest originates from basically two cartels. The main cartel that provides the fentanyl to the Pacific Northwest are mostly from Honduras. The cycle usually begins in the Bay Area, so the Oakland area to be precise. And then they have what they call the circuit, and Portland is one of the stops on that circuit. And then from that Portland depot, if you will, they have distribution networks from there. And so our fentanyl generally comes from the Portland area.
Sergeant Vanderkamp says most investigations come from tips. If you see anything, say something. And for those thinking of dealing drugs in Central Oregon, Vanderkamp says it's just a matter of time before you're caught.